Yo, what's going on and what is going off? David Hasselhoff in today's no. In today's episode, we're going to combine Papa, Ironworks, and Mr. Paleotrex. Best fossilizer ever. But yeah, we're gonna combine these two. Also, I'm chewing gum right now. If it ends up being a problem, I'm gonna spit it out. But for now, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna chew on gum for the time being. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to the Ultra Madness, Gladys, especially if this is your first time. Hope you have a sublime time. Sometimes we rhyme time. But I'm gonna start taking them apart. Yeah, this stuff is pretty unscripted. I typically don't really think about what I'm going to talk about. I mean, sometimes when my thumb. My thumb is savagely split right now, and that really hurt. Um, but yeah. So typically it's unscripted. Sometimes, like, I'll be driving to work or something, or preparing some coffee, and I'll be like, oh, you know what? There was this thing in my meditation that I wanted to mention, or whatever the case may be. But I don't know. I don't really got much to say right now. But yeah, I did want to kind of mention, and this is something that just occurred to me like a minute ago, was about the genesis of this channel, what it is, what it was, and what it will be. Also, I don't quite remember 100% how this is all made, so a couple of times I may have to duck away and consult the Oracle of Delphi, which is my other phone. And by the way, if you've ever thought of like recording stuff, like doing stuff like this, like, you don't need a lot of gear. I have a couple of stands. One is this. This is like $3 in Asia. It's really, really nice. It's and then that has a pivot over here, and also has a neck. But yeah, so this is $3 in Asia, dude. Super cheap. Or sometimes, and look, at my phone's super like busted too. You see that? Sometimes this is the Quintesson chair, and where I'm recording from right now is here, dude. I'll just show you. I'm just recording it on the Starscream throne, and it's just sitting on top of a piece of tape, dude. Dude, I'm ghetto fab, dude. Whatever works, dude. But it super works, and I don't really care. So meaning, you don't really need to get a lot. You don't need all this like fancy setups, dude. Just get a phone and something to prop it on. Light is really important, though. Light is important. Yeah, you need good lighting, and if you have a decent enough phone, But yeah, man, it's just propped up on a piece of tape. And if I need to make it higher, I just put another roll of tape underneath. but but yeah, yeah. But yeah, like I said, the genesis of this channel. Well, one, it started as a COVID hobby. At that time, I was gonna say, so I jump around a lot. Like my brain is just everywhere. If you follow the channel, you've heard me mention Pessan and RoboZ. These are some of my like huge building inspirations, and this is kind of like a rail cannon, by the way. It's condensed, like it's gonna shoot stuff out over here, and but yeah, they're incredible builders, and I had seen their builds floating around on the internet, and of course, typically, as internet would have it, nobody's giving them any credit for it. They're just like, oh, I found this on Weibo, or I found this on whatever. And like, there's no mention of the builder. And by that time, perhaps at that time, like, whoever they got it from, maybe they didn't mention their names either. But yeah, it's just, there's no credit whatsoever. So I didn't know who was making this type of stuff. All I knew was that, like, it was art to me. It was Transformer stuff, but these people were like doing something with it, like wielding it in a way I could never have even like imagined. And the thing is, like, yeah, I knew there's like the weaponizer, the build gimmick, and stuff like that, and I'd done some like basic stuff, but what I was seeing from them was just, it blew my mind. It blew my mind, actually. And I was going through, there was a lot of personal issues that I was going through during COVID, actually, and I was suffering like real, like, clinical depression and stuff, right? And there's something called anhedonia, and it means the inability to feel like happiness. like, hedonism is like when you're all about like sensory joy. Like anhedonia is when you can't experience sensory pleasure and stuff like that. So basically it's like you can't taste food. Yeah, you can't taste food. And so because if you found out that you couldn't taste food, then you might get to a point of like, well, why am I even eating? And so I kind of got to the state where I wasn't doing anything because nothing made me happy. I wasn't doing anything. Nothing really was giving me joy. And like I said, it's just due to a lot of personal problems I had going on in my life. And but when I saw these guys' stuff, like it made me draw a breath, like, and it was just like this wow moment, this yeah. And so those guys, like, I mean, I've reached out to Preprepus on via Twitter, and he and I have spoken over DM. Robozy doesn't take DMs, and I don't know, like when I do have like, he sometimes replies to my post, but almost never. And when I do see him post, I don't know, man, like he doesn't seem the most like talkative guy, or I don't think he's interested. That's why his DMs are off, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. By the way, these are the legs. Yeah, these are the legs. Yeah. By the way, I'm gonna assume that you're familiar enough with these characters. I was about to call them Alien Trex, Paleotrex, and Ironworks. Alien Trex, weird. That I'm not gonna call out each piece and what's what and blah, 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 okay. But yeah, I was so moved. I was so moved by their art that I wanted to recreate it for myself. And now at that time, I wasn't versed enough in building, in that I could just look at it and be like, okay, this is that, da 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 da. But I bought a bunch of stuff. I bought a bunch of fossilizers at that time, and I started building, and it brought me a lot of joy. I was really happy. It brought me a lot of joy, actually. Yeah. And I was surprised. I was surprised that, like, hey, I can taste this food. Like, whoa. It really blew me away. And so you got to think, if I couldn't taste any food, and suddenly I could start tasting some food, dude, you bet your keister meester I'm gonna buy all of that food, right? And so I started heavily investing. Is this what I did? I don't remember if I had the foot down like that, or if this was on the other side. Give me 1 second. All right, I got it. This is actually the orientation, but this is really loose, and look, you can even see in there's bits of paper all up deep in the recesses. But for some reason, this Paleotrex and this Ironworks, they just don't really meld well together. Probably one of the worst connecting bots I've had in a while, but that's fine. That's fine. But yeah, like I was saying, is yeah. So I just started buying fossilizers, and I started like making. Oh no, what am I doing? I started making more stuff, and I started having a lot of fun. And on TFW, but I wasn't planning on starting a YouTube channel or anything like that. And I think it was like a fossilizer thread on TFW. I don't know if it was the fan mode thread. I really don't. But I posted a triple ractinite, and I was pretty happy with how it had come out. I was proud of it. And yeah, I just wanted to share it. And this is the arm, by the way. And dude, do you see this kind of like curved contour? Dude, it looks like an octopus arm or something, or like some pirate hook or something. I really, really, really enjoy that contour a lot. And that's probably my favorite part of the build. Anyway, so I posted it, and that's actually the first video on this channel, by the way. If you look in the video vault and you want to see which one I'm talking about, yeah, just go to the videos and search by date. It's the first one that you'll see. And I think so, or maybe, I don't know, but either way, somebody asked me on the boards, hey, can you tell me how you built that? And I was kind of like, what? And they're like, yeah, can you share like how you built that. Like, I want to make it at home. And I was like, oh, uh, like, yeah, of course. Like, it had just never occurred to me that somebody may want to try fashioning that at home, you know? And so I was like, and I was thinking like, because I don't know, I never posted anything before. And I was just thinking to myself, like, where do I post this? How do I post this? So yeah, dude, I just posted it on YouTube. Um, I just posted on YouTube and I just linked it to him. I didn't think anything about it. Like there wasn't any video description, there wasn't any title, and I've since changed all of that, but there was nothing, and so I yeah, I just left it there and whatever, dude. I didn't think about it, and by chance, I don't know. I ended up like looking at it again at a certain point, and I realized the thing had views. Not only did it have views, and by the way, this is really cool. Rice picker hat, yeah, yeah. You know those like wandering Ronin hats and stuff like that. That's what that's supposed to be. Um, Isn't that kind of dope, dude? I think it's dope, dude. I think he's like awesome in like a very very weird, unconventional way. I like that a lot. Give me 1 second, okay? Oh wait, I guess I didn't pause. um, anyway, I'll have to edit that bit out. But yeah, like I was saying, yeah, this is the completed build. But I don't know. I found that I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the everything. You know, the part of building it, the part of sharing it, the part of people acknowledging it. I liked it. I liked it. And slowly, my taste buds started waking up again. I started feeling joy in other areas of my life again. And it was through this hobby that I got my groove back, so to speak, how my taste buds reemerged and how I was able to start enjoying life again. Um, I know that may seem like rather deep, but yeah, that's it. That's it. That's really the birth of the channel. And what it's become since then, this used to be just a full tutorial. Um, but since that time, I've kind of evolved it to become like a clubhouse, so to speak. Yeah, it's still mostly builds um, and unboxings and stuff like that. But generally, what I'm trying to do is it's like a restaurant. I do serve a specific type of dish, but it's a place where I want people to congregate. I want people to have a good time. I want them to enjoy the ambiance, the environment, the vibe, the music, the food, each other, the host. That's what I'm really just trying to do at this point, you know? And in terms of more specifics beyond that, perhaps in another video, because this one's already running 14 minutes and I don't have any more stuff to show. But that's it, friends. And I keep mentioning this clubhouse, this restaurant. Think about it. What is a restaurant without patrons? It's just people back there cooking food and not being able to serve it to people. Like it's a restaurant is nothing without its patrons, you know? So for continuing to show up and dine at this restaurant and paying with your currency, your precious, precious currency of time, I truly do appreciate it. And I thank all of you who have been here on this journey with me, who have helped me, who have helped this channel grow. And I hope you continue to find enjoyment and entertainment and perhaps some insight and enlightenment as well, because I am an old cat and sometimes I have things to share. But yeah, I'm getting kind of emotional. I feel myself like getting shaky and stuff. But I appreciate y'all, okay? Have a wonderful day. Bye.